My name is Zach Coca with Minarik Drives, and today we're going to show you how to wire up the MC10-PCM. Now we're using a power supply to simulate our voltage input signal, and make sure you have your multimeter handy because we'll be using it during the demonstration. The first step we're going to take is to remove the plastic cover from the heatsink. To do this, we must remove 9 screws, the 6 on the top and the 3 on the back. After removing the top cover, we're going to attach the motor leads to A1 and A2. First lead, put into A1, and securely tighten each screw. Next, we're going to connect our input signal leads to pins 2 and 3. If you're using a current signal, you would need to connect a shunt resistor to pins 1 and 4. Please refer to your cut sheet to see what kind of resistor you need if you're using a current signal. Now we'll loosen the screws 2 and 3 and connect the common to pin 3. Positive to pin 2. Next, we'll connect the power leads. There are 3 terminals dedicated to power, 1 L1 and 2 for L2. The 2 L2s are 1 for 115 volts AC and 1 for 230 volts AC. We'll connect our first lead to L1. And we're using 115. So we'll connect it to the second L2. Now that all the connections are made, we have to set the input voltage switch. The factory default is 230, we're using 115. And the armature voltage for the motor. Factory default is 180, and we're using 90. Now, we're going to calibrate the PCM card on the drive. The first step is to make sure that the drive is set for signal mode instead of manual. Now we'll apply power to the drive and turn on our voltage source. Now we're going to adjust the minimum signal trim pot. This will set the minimum speed the motor will run as we apply our minimum input signal. So we're going to read across A1 and A2, and we're going to adjust the trim pot clockwise until we see motion in the motor. Then we're going to slowly go back counterclockwise till the multimeter reads 0. Now we're going to set the max signal trim pot. This sets the max speed the motor will run at while we're applying our max input signal. Ours is 10 volts, so we'll set that now. Now we'll read across terminals A1 and A2 and slowly adjust the max signal trim pot clockwise until we reach 90 volts, which is what our motor is rated at. Like so. Now that we've calibrated the PCM card, we're going to go through our entire input signal range to make sure we're getting the motion in the motor that we require. Everything seems to be working properly. Thank you for watching this video brought to you by Minarik Drives. If you have any other questions, please feel free to visit us at www.minarikdrives.com or call one of our application engineers at 815-624-6950.